My pal Brett Carreras is also getting his cover.
Hail, 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 hail. Motherfucking hail.
For his covers as well, because Peter picked up some original art. It's just I feel so shipping. Having someone deliver original art as opposed to just shipping it. I always get really nervous.
What was I gonna do? I gotta set up the channel, right?
But the good thing is I think with conventions, I'm drastically cutting my conventions down. Well, I think anyone should for health reasons. I think 20 this year. I did 23 Comic-Cons and store appearances. Well, some store appearances were double, but that was how many weekends I was gone. And not anymore, never again. So this year we cut it down. We have our schedule. I think I'm doing 13. And the goal too is if I'm going to do commissions, we'll probably just do some pre-commissions and bring them to the show, because I got about another 8 I have to finish, not including the commissions that people picked up and all the sketch covers and all the remarks I have to do for the Warrior campaign. So I think.
Okay, I gotta retitle this. I'm listening to Don Tucci.
Just because it's just too much work with this show, it really is. But of course, people will be grandfathered in. Those of you who've gotten them before from us, you guys will get pressure. So Debbie is texting. Let me see if I'm in trouble for something about 6 months wrong. Oh no, it's my brother-in-law. We have probably our Christmas.
Okay, it won't let me even type the shit.
Oh, my niece. Oh, she lost her tooth. My niece lost her first tooth.
Alright. I guess I'll do it when the stream's over.
So that's that.
Hey, Jawbreakers came in yesterday. Of course, you know Zach. If you heard anything about Zach, he always uses Gemini mailers. He he shrink wraps it and presses it in 2 cardboards. All the comics are in one packaging.
But I just have to do it because I can't lay the artwork down and draw, so it's going to be a little bit distorted. But
for your boy Zach, and I kind of understand this, is that he was in the military, so just having all the issues bounded and packaged like this is much better for him than carrying a bunch of comics, even though. But this is better paperback. But what you expect about a Jawbreakers packaging is pretty much the same. And the simple setup, as he explains, is that you get everything right here of what you buy. The paperback, which comes in a nice condition. It's not the nostalgic comic book store full-on feel like collector's item. It's just simple paperback. And of course, his pinup poster.
So that might be our $70,000 goal, or maybe our
by Critter himself.
We got time on that.
And this was one of his debut drawings.
We'll put it out. We'll let everyone know when we do.
That he showed out to the public. Incredible. Critter actually turned this into Zach as fan art, and Zach's mind was blown. He's like, dude, this needs to be a cover.
Yeah, probably. I will still do commissions, but not like what I'm doing, because like I said, I probably...
So, you know, that's what you generally get in a Gemini mailer pressed together. I mean, it's what you expect. I mean, it's a good idea because for people who are traveling, and for particularly people in the military, much better to have a kind of packaging for them like this. And that's why they're usually designed like this, which works great. Great art. Aaron L. Fauci is incredible. It's too bad I didn't pledge to Replicator. I mean, his art is just blowing with the color artist he used.
So, if you see me at a show, before I say that's it, and I kind of start holding off, that would be great. And of course, and again, I do sketches for children, for free. I'll always do that. But at the shows, when I've got, it's just tough because you're working all day, and then, you got to get up early in the morning.
I mean, this art is incredible. Once you see it, once it's in your hands, this is what old school comic books was like 90s comic books. This was great. Anyways, thank you, Zach. Jawbreakers, as usual. God King book is great. Still available. You can get the double pack where you can get the Lost Souls, which features God King 1 and 2, and then you get the final chapter of God King, and then you get some other pieces of the story. One thing you got to understand, and Zach kind of explains this about the story content, is that God King, Jawbreakers is kind of based on one-shot Saturday cartoon kind of idea. Basically, what Zach gave you with God King was the ending of Jawbreakers. Basically, he made the ending so everybody else can make their own one-shots or canon pieces to
there's a lot of fun stuff in there. A lot of stuff that no one's seen.
to the God King series.
And I have a closet great, let's do that. So, whoever gets a mystery pack, everyone's gonna get some really, really cool stuff in that, including your own special issue of one of the new issues of Sheet Away the Warrior, classic issue, and that classic issue could be the six-figure graphic novel. It could be original Sheet Away the Warrior #1. It could be a metal edition. So we're having fun with that. One of my friends like, dude, you're giving me so much stuff. And I'm like, you know what? After 25 years doing this for 25 years and not having She out for 15 years, I don't know than you guys ever will. So,
but comic came in a week before Christmas, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
No, 2 weeks before Christmas. A week or 2 weeks. Anyways, hail Comicsgate, hail Zach, hail Caesar. Let's make comics great again.
If anybody remembers, Scott Campbell called it correctly.
All right, I can't change it. Okay, whatever.
And looking at the dates and all.
Whatever.
We did a second one, and I think we probably solicited the same time they did. I think that was 97, and we solicited ours in 97. It was for our 98 tour book, but we had them in 97 for the New York show, which was in October that year, I think.
Sorry if the title's confusing.
This is one of them. This is Dennis's. And what's cool
Anyways.
about this is that, see this right here? This is the unedited edition. What happened is that we had sent the wrong files to our printer. And this is the one with, it was the uncorrected file. It was just saved. I don't know. Scala. Uh-oh. Scala! You're live. Is everything okay? Is everything A-okay with my audio? The only thing missing is my partner, Niall Scala from Crowdfunding Comics. Oh, you're on the road. How is the roads today? I'm making Dennis Gitlin's.
Oh, sorry. I'm not aware of the chat. One person in here. Thank you for coming in. Say hi if you want to. Otherwise, you can give me the middle finger emoji, and I'll just giggle a little bit.
This is supposed to be up here, and the majority of them went out up here. Our printer printed the first books like this. We said we're sorry. We made a huge mistake. We sent him the wrong files. We told him our printer to we paid for new ones, and he goes, well, what about all these books I had? I said, well, just destroy them. And
see if I can keep the chat up.
Destroy them because I'm getting more and more of these to sign. I don't know if somebody leaked them out, but yeah, no, it's not. It's not a one-of-a-kind because I've gotten. I think there were 10,000 of these originally, but this one there was but you know, and there were 10,000. But hopefully, I'm sure he probably grabbed the box. Someone who worked at the printing, and maybe, you know, because they all know what comics are and they know what books they're doing, and they probably grabbed these and sold them to a local dealer or something, and now people are bringing them to me because they didn't get them from me. Interesting, right, Scala? Interesting.
I have one.
You have one with the Crusade logo on the lower right hand corner as opposed to the top.
Yeah, so make sure nobody touches my back hole, Mama. Thanks for protecting me. Thanks for telling me my back hole is precious.
There you go. See.
And
see,
and boys want to rape me.
See, you can't trust a silly. So, Scala, did you see that we are now over $65,000 on Indiegogo?
Back hole.
Yes, so we unlocked another stretch goal. So everyone is getting the comic. Everyone's getting a 56-page comic, which will feature our full color gallery. Oh yeah. Thank you. And yeah. Yes, it is. I'm really excited about my plan. Debbie and I have some difference about the stretch goals, but we'll have our meeting about that. We figure we let everyone enjoy the holidays, and next week we'll make the announcement of what it's going to be. But we're going to keep the in-demand campaign open for a few weeks, maybe longer. Who knows? And we'll see where it goes from there, right, Scala? We'll see where it goes. Yes. So I'm just trying to figure out what the increment should be between the stretch goals. So because these things aren't cheap, we got to find cheaper stuff to. But I don't want it. I like those trading cards. Yeah, I like those trading cards. I know, and they're not cheap, these trading cards. But I'm like, you know what? Who cares? She's back, baby. Finger tracks. Like finger bang, like in Clerks?
No, like finger traps. I'm not saying finger traps.
No, I don't. Tell me about them. I like
one finger at one end, one finger at the other. So that forward doesn't work. You have to push your fingers together to press the middle. Your middle finger, or you get your finger out.
Really?
Number one, grinding up the tickets from the arcade.
Come on, you jest.
You got frequent the arcade?
Not really, no.
Oh, you guys were on the box.
Yeah, it was. I was a rink rat. That's what it was. So you're not coming to the Big Apple Con, right? And why is that? What do you have plans?
An opportunity to be able to and I'm going to take it for a long time.
Yeah, And that's the smart thing to do. Happy wife, happy life. Nice. Is she going to be a? Yeah. Is she going to be a doctor? Ooh, I like the sound of that. That's great. That is great. God bless her. And how many more kids are you gonna have?
Your Black Friday special, dude, we're good.
Oh, let's see. We got a lot of people in it. Danny Campbell, good to see you, Dan. Oh, of course, Danny. Like I said, mention me, Danny, in the when you call them, and maybe you can get a little bit of a discount. They're my boys. That's what my son Matthew said, man. My son Matthew's got boys. It's like, oh yeah, he's my boy. Yeah, some kid being picked on. He's like, I'll talk to him, and like was trying to start a fight with him. And he goes, man, he's like, what's wrong? He's like, that's my boy, I'll talk to him. I'm like, wow, nice. Big Apple Con, well, we've got lots going on. I've got to deliver Gitlin's sketch here. And then what else? I got to deliver Gitlin's sketch. I think I have another commission. I don't know. Delivering artwork. Already the rewards artwork from this, from She Return of the Warrior. That'll, those will be given to some of the backers because they'll be at the show. So I'm like, I'll bring your cover to the show. And they said, huzzah! Because I'm terrified, as I said earlier before you joined in, Scholar. Terrified of shipping original art. Terrified of it. Yes. So I got some drawings to do before that. And then we're going to spend the evening in the city. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. So, yes. Yeah, and the boys as well. So it'll be Dad, the boys, and I. We're going to go to a nice dinner at the restaurant at Macy's. It's supposed to be a fantastic restaurant in Macy's. It's a hidden gem. And then we're going to go see the Rockefeller Center tree. I'm going to bring my ice skates and start checking some millennials. Just be like, like try my hardest skating and stuff. Be that guy and get thrown out of rock. It's one of the few places I haven't gotten thrown out of. I can wear a goalie mask and I'll wear like my Islander jersey because a lot of people, when they go there, like if they come from Detroit, they'll wear their hockey jerseys. They'll show where they're from, and I'll just be all belligerent as the ugly Long Islander, starting crap with people. Oh yeah. So I walk around with the bag with a straw sticking out of it, like something in a bag with a straw sticking out of it. Oh, too much. Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro, it's smart water. The funny part would be try to see if the cops try to chase me and they start falling on the ice.
It's not like smart water in this situation, they'll let me go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. I'm a social justice warrior, man. All right, you be safe going home. All right, you have fun this weekend. What? Thank you, my friend. Talk to you later, my friend. Bye-bye. This is Niall Scholar, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Niall Scholar. Don't give away the secret. Yes, so, all right.
I don't answer that potential spam crap.
Skype, though, I had to re-log into Skype.
Alright, sorry, in the zone.
There you go, that's how it's coming along. Again, the angle's off, she's really like that. Just the way the camera is, it just distorts it, but she's really like that, I guess. But Speedball ink, any anchors out there? Speedball is a real nice black ink. If anyone has any other suggestions of ink that they think I should use, or that they use and they like it, please put it in the comments. Let me know. I'm always looking to learn. I'm sure all of you heard that, the great Danny Aiello passed away with yesterday or today. And, I mean, really loved his work. It's so funny because we were talking about Moonstruck last week because we went to go see Cher, and Moonstruck with him. And
it was kind of cool to at least hear my dad laugh at the fucking drawing. Be like, hey, that's Josie Wales. That's what you kind of want, especially with the.
And we were having lunch there. I forget who it was. I don't know, Jimmy was with me, maybe. And but some.
No.
It might have been Jimmy or somebody. But we're hanging out at
You're really trying to entertain people. If you really want somebody to.
Walked by and everyone's like, hey! He's like, hey! It was just like an afternoon lunch, and no one bothered him and stuff. And we're like, hey, Daddy, hello! And he like waved at everybody. It was
buy your drawing and recognize them.
This is coming out nice.
I hate my drawing sometimes. That's where OCD comes in. Just like fucking with the imperfections. But it's where you gotta mow through it too.
Sam, I think I need a new number 2 brush for Christmas for stocking stuffer. Maybe your kids can get it because it's starting to wane and little bits of hairs are popping out of it. Because she was shorter.
So, does that look better? Or does that look better?
Great movie, Danny Campbell. I'm sorry, Slick Rick. Leon definitely was a great movie. Liquor Jim. Yeah, Hudson Hawk. He definitely was a star of Hudson Hawk, too, wasn't he? He stole that. He stole a lot of his stuff. A lot of his things. You gotta have Frank Thierry do. I'm not a loser. I really love using a brush. It's so funny because I draw with a mechanical pen, so it's almost like, and I've always had a more pen-like, I think, line that should be used with a pen. I just love the organicness of a brush, and it always comes out different than my pencils were. I'm gonna get a damn haircut before Christmas started. Things I think about. This is exactly what I think about when I'm drawing. I need a haircut. I'm sure the barbershop's going to mob next week. I'll have to do it before the kids get off of school. Well, yeah, it's gonna be Friday. Maybe Wednesday I'll head down and get some lunch and go head down to the barbershop in Sable, Boris's. Danny Aiello was in The Godfather Part 2, I believe. I don't really remember Godfather Part 3. I saw it once, and I was like mortified by it. But Renee asked if he was, I think it was Godfather Part 2. I don't think it was Godfather 1. I think it was Godfather. It was Godfather Part 2. So I told my son Matthew, because Matthew... Aiello thing, and I told the Danny Aiello guys, I got some bad news. And they said, what? And I said, Danny Aiello passed away. And he's like, wait, no, are you kidding me? And I'm like, no, you know, and he got really upset, you know, really upset. And I'm like, well, you know, he's 86 years old. He's like, wait, no, there's a boy in this school whose name is Danny Aiello. And I said, no, the guy who said, I'm not a loser. And he's like, oh, I thought it was there's a kid in my school named Danny Aiello. And then I saw the wheels turning in his head. Now I'm sure he's going to go, you know, be a pain in the ass. But I'm like, don't do that. I looked it up. Okay, Tony Rosado. Yes, he was in Part 2. Yep. Just finished reading Earthworm Jim. So good, and what a beautiful book. King Crow. I got mine today in the mail. So Debbie's like thinking it was hamburgers or something, because I'm like, oh, was it, you know, Freddie sends us cookies. So I'm like, oh, is it her cookies? And she's like, no, it's too heavy to be cookies. So I'm like, and it had it had a cow on the cover, on the box. She's like, did someone send us steaks or food or something? I'm like, I don't know. So I started to open, like, oh my God, it's Earthworm Jim. So I'm going to do an unboxing of it. I just got to get caught up, and I'll get to it. But yeah, the package is stunning. Really stunning. And those who know, Doug put out Earthworm Jim, and I think it's the second biggest crowdfunding comic of all time. I think Ethan had the first with Cyberfrog, and I think that Earthworm Jim is the second, and then I don't know if it's Richards or if it's the Brazilian artist who won. He got like 600,000 or 500, yeah, almost 600,000 for his book, and they were all Kickstarters, I think. So, and speaking of Kickstarters, kicking butt too. So if anyone is there, we're just blown away that this campaign is in demand, and you guys are still trying. Thank you so much for that. That you keep getting new backers, and the rewards just keep coming in. And I just love the idea of this momentum, and I know how tough it is at Christmas, and that's why we want to hold off until end of January before we announce. Because people are asking us for more stuff. You know, it's really weird. Like, well, this is the only time this book will be out. You know, what about this piece of art for a cover? What about this piece of art? And I'm like, that's a bad idea. So we'll see. And the cool thing is, if you don't want them, you don't have to get them. But we've got big plans for the campaign. Big, huge. So I talked to my co-artist on Return of the Warrior via Facebook yesterday, Ricardo Silva, the amazing Ricardo Silva, and he was saying about Ed Bennis has a Indiegogo out. So I think he's setting up that I think Ed Dennis is going to come onto our show next week onto Crowdfunding Comics. And I love his art. I love Ed Dennis's art. So I'm real excited about that. And you guys should check it out. And if we could help Ed, I mean, he really is one of the best, one of the big shots in comics, one of the best in comics, and a good guy, a really great guy. I've never met him in person, but just from seeing, having interactions with him online and stuff like that, he's just, he's a great teacher. He's such an inspiration to so many artists. So I hope we can get Ed Dennis. We'll let everyone know if we do. Niall Scala and I and Frank Amazing will let everybody know. And Brian Blevins. We'll let you guys know. It's amazing that, as I was saying, once, I really got into doing She, I started working on She, a few months ago, Return to Warrior. Oh, look at the chip. Oh, will you look at that? Will you look at that? Fuzz all over it. Oh, more fuzz. I'm not answering that phone. Yeah. Another thing I do is I draw standing up a lot. There we go. And so, again, the angle's off, but it's more like that. So you get an idea what it's like. So she's in proportion and all. I know it looks weird from that angle. Rope pen. I've already received 2 books from Doug. King Crow has received 2. Yeah, that Frog book is a big disappointment already. Oh my God, you didn't read it, dude! It was beautiful, that book. Beautiful. And you got to think, when you have a campaign like that, when these guys have such high volume, I mean, we're over the moon with our. Right now we're at over 2,300 backers for She, and that's crazy. But when you get into like EBS and Doug and Brian Toledo numbers of backers and Rich Meyer, I mean, oh my gosh, you got to think that it's a lot. It's so hard. It's tough to fulfill. Fulfillment is the biggest thing, and that's what we like to do on Crowdfunding Comics is to get our is to let people know about fulfillment, how important fulfillment is, because you've got to deliver these books. People understand it. You can give it a few months, but the bigger the book is, and when you're someone small and most of these people just start off as artists, cartoonists, writers, artists, and all of a sudden they're thrust into this publishing spotlight. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and but they're all delivering, which is great. I mean, I have a few campaigns. I'm not mentioning names. I think I have 2 of them that are like 5 years old, and I haven't received, my books yet from them. And it's like, and that's real frustrating. But I get it, now that we're doing it. But I also think that even though this is my foray back into publishing, but we've done this all before. We've published before, and it's like riding a bike. And plus, I married a smart, beautiful woman, and so I let her take, she's in charge of it all. But this is coming out real nice. So we're going to add some blacks here. We're going to cheese some milk.
Good guy.
Tell you how busy you get is that we have our Christmas tree up. We picked it up over the weekend. I set it in yesterday. Deb and I set it up yesterday, but it doesn't have any ornaments on it, any lights yet. Just because we gotta get those done, we have to get them out of the closet, set it up. And this is what Kickstarter or Indiegogo and crowdfunding does to your house. And we're doing it out of our house, and we've already started a few months back to build our little mini offices, and so we can have everything there, because the crowdfunding campaign literally took over our home. And when John Broly came over, he's like, "Oh my God!" I mean, we have stuff in our living room. That we have a piano, and on the piano is still 2 Easter bunnies from Easter and the kids' Easter bag that Debbie had for our nephews and nieces, because everybody came over here for Easter. That's how it literally consumes and takes over your whole home. So that's our plan. Is when we get back from the city, that's when we'll put everything away. I mean, and set all Christmas up and become elves. And again, doing 22 conventions really did help. And that's why I'm so excited about being, doing about half. Yeah, I'm doing, I think, 14 next year. And that's still an insane amount. It's insane. I do like it. I gotta tell you, I get really inspired hitting shows. It's just, now that that I'm self-publishing again, and we got more campaigns lined up. I mean, I've got the whole year, and even into 2021, majority of 2021, already laid out. So I've got to deliver these books. And I'd much rather stay home, as much as I like it. I love hanging out with everybody, and we really do have a great time at these conventions. But I'd rather, stay home and spend time with my family, and maybe come live and do pages live, do talk to you guys, do our YouTube show, do my little YouTube show for you guys who are on YouTube here. Thank you very much for coming on, and just talk comics and do it that way. Push the campaigns, show work, do commissions, do stuff like that, and get and just kind of get all that. Get everything done that needs to be done, and priorities, because I got to tell you, I've missed far too many baseball games. I used to coach when William was playing baseball. I never was a coach for any of Matthew's baseball teams. I missed too many wrestling matches. I missed concerts, and at the end of the day, now my son is going to college next year. And it's really, really tough, when you start thinking about that, and, especially for me, I never had a father, is that was my whole plan, that I'm going to be that dad. I want to be everything. And that's why when we're home, like with Matthew's wrestling and all that, we go, and we got great talent for wrestling and for the middle school, and, we go to the middle school wrestling matches, and we have more, when we're away, there are more of our town's parents there than of the home team. So and we all get it. A lot of dads, it's tough. You got to support your family, you got to work. But if I can do this and stay home and draw, and write, and even interact with you guys here and reach a whole big mass of people, then my quality of life will be so much better. I mean, now that it's the holidays. Again, because of so many shows I had, because of these commissions I owe, tonight I can't relax. But man, am I looking forward to relaxing on a Friday night, and hoping next Friday night to do that. Next Saturday night we have a Christmas party, but next Friday night it'd be nice just to chill, maybe light the fire, got a fireplace, watch a movie, watch Downton Abbey or something like that, and watch what's it called next? What's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and just enjoy a good quality of life. I think what is it? He didn't receive his book yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Liquor Jim. Oh, you were talking about that he never got his book. Oh, okay. Again, I apologize for that. I think I get it because I think he had with that book, and it looks like they all ship now. He had 12,000 backers or something? And you got to think, when you have to sign all those books, and pack it, that's a lot. That's a lot of books to do. So if you can give them a little bit of slack, we're all really creators who are putting together, who are doing these things, and it's all new. And again, you get to that level when you're putting that many books out. you know, not everyone can be like Brian, and Brian is he is amazing. But they're all coming out. Everyone's delivering. There we go. So I apologize for that. Let's see we can't wait. Yep. Going to be more careful with who and King Crow, absolutely be more careful who you fund in the future. I'm the same way. And I have 2 campaigns. I have my little personal crowdfunding. You know, we have 2 of them. We have one on Kickstarter. Whoops. One on Kickstarter, one on Indiegogo. I think they're both under Debbie's name. For my main, but my private one, the one that I had originally with my old email, which I still use that email. I've backed a lot of projects, and that's one where I'm waiting. With this new one, for the past like 2 years, I haven't really had to wait for the books. I pretty much got all my books, which is cool. But a lot of ones in the beginning, and I know it was all new and all, but you know, it gets a little frustrating when you give someone that kind of money. And the worst part is, I think, is the lack of correspondence. Now, I owe people commissions, and, you know, for a year, you know, I owe my friend Brett, who I'm going to do a cover for Sora, I owe him a commission for a few years now, and it's also like, okay, wait, fine, I'll wait on it, and I'm going to it's going to be a cover for Sora Sung's book, next book. But you got to stay in touch with people. You really do. You got to stay in touch with them and let them know, and they get it, how busy you are and all. And, you know, we really could, each and every one of us could put out a book really fast. You know, we really could. But this is our legacy, these comics, and you want to be immortal and known for your work. So that's why people take a little bit longer. So I think I would, you know, again, be wary who you back, of course. But you know, but if they're staying in touch with you and they're engaging in you, you know, that's great. There you go. What should I do here? I'm going to do. Inks do work on this cover. Pencils are horrible on this cover because this is just a regular cover stock, I think. No one knew. Like, oh no, you got to find some kind of cool paper stock. We didn't know that stuff back then. Somebody asked about the ash cans. Somebody asked about the ash cans. Let me see. Earlier. About our ash cans, please let me know. Speaking of ash cans, that might be a couple of original She ash cans that we had done back in the 90s in some of your mystery packs too. I don't know. Who cares? Anybody ordered Dynamite books? I started signing them. Had them all done by Monday. Same thing with the sketches. There's a couple of sketches I have to do. Those will be done by Monday as well. And I'll be shipping them out to Dynamite. They just came 2 days ago. So all the Dynamite, which is the Vampirella She 25th and 50th anniversary books. Those are all the ones that had to be signed.
All right. Nobody in the chat. Not missing out. So that's fine.
On Monday. So thank you for that, for your patience with that, guys. Connected to commissions. There you go. So how's that? There's she. All right, guys. So listen. Oh, thank you, Mark. Good to see you. Thank you, King, Liquor Jim. I'm going to come back. I'm just going to finish this, I'm gonna add maybe some nice bright red. I gotta change my pens and all. I think I add because I have the red here.
Trying to fucking
do the little lines. That's gracious, you're a professional. Anyway, guys, so I want to thank all of our backers, everyone who supported us. We truly appreciate it. The cool thing is, we're starting to order our prints. We're ordering our stretch goals. We're ordering our, which include trading cards, a lot of our merchandise. We're already putting those orders in, and those will be all ordered by the end of the year. And huzzah! So there you go. There's She of our original sketchbook. You guys want to look. Mark, will she see comic stores? Yes, she will be in comic book stores at the end of 2020. We want to get these books out. We're going to probably break them down, the Return of the Warrior, into individual issues, and then we'll get them out into comic shops for sure. We had a nice meeting with Diamond. We have to have another bigger meeting with them. And because that's the goal, you want to get them in comic shops. I mean, I love crowdfunding, of course, but you really do want to reach the widest audience possible. I'm going to show you this book. There's our fire alarm. We have the air raid disaster thing that no one told me about, Tim and Sue, when I bought this house 22 years ago, which is right outside the window in the park. There's a park over there. All right, so here's this is a collection of sketches. So we're going to take a look in. This is almost done. I'm going to touch it up, fix the hair. I'm going to add some pencil marks to it. This for a great friend of mine, another one who really was a customer who became a friend, Dennis Gitlin, one of our biggest supporters. Awesome guy. And thank you, Dennis, for getting this. I don't know if you're watching, but this is for you. Yeah, so we'll add some color to it later on. But let's take a look at mine, the very first She, The Art of War 1998 tour book. So this tour book right here, it was printed in 97, but it's for the 98 tour. And we'll go through it. And we'll show you what I didn't see it. You've almost seen it. There you go, there's little Billy, look at that. Yeah, little Billy. Oh, yeah. All right, so it opens up. So here it is. I think we sold this book for $5.
So I'm trying to.
$4.95. So when this book came out in 1997, it was $5, and everyone who purchased it got a free sketch from it. So I actually literally did free sketches on all of these. And again, this is our mess up version. I have to fix that. So this is our rejected edition. We had sent them by Anderson a long file. We sent them the file. For some reason, we had a file that was the unedited, not the final file, and so there were a lot of typos in it and stuff.
Yeah, 49 minutes.
The second one that came out, the real one, because we had to recall.
Be right back. Gotta make some coffee.
We got our batch before Diamond did or something, and we're like, no, this is the wrong one. So there's a lot of typos in this, so it's rarer. But apparently, maybe somebody at the printer said, I'm not throwing these away. I'm going to sell these because people are bringing them to me to sign at shows. So, Deborah, are you watching? Deborah? Are you watching? If you are watching, text me. Let's see if she... Okay. All right, so here's our tour book. Okay.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna make some coffee real quick.
Oh, and look, there's a daredevil drawing I did in college. There's me on my motorcycle.
And Don Tucci.
Then of course Darkness. I did Darkness from this is from Legend. It's cut off, but this is stipple, my stipple work with all the lines and all words from the thing, like there'll never be another dawn and Darkness, and I used all the letter. You used to have these press type lettering. I'm sure someone would remember it, but it's literally Darkness from Legend, and it's big. This piece right here is probably 20 by 36, and it's red, bright red, white, and black. All red, white, and black. So, and of course, here's I can read it. Here we go. Pen or ink, airbrush, and Letraset letters on board. Project request. Fill out various aspects of the script by Ridley Scott. So the Ridley Scott.
Okay, I'm gonna go through my Instagram feed.
Really loud in bars. Yeah, we used to do that. Remember Meg Mucklebones? Oh, indeed I do. Still remember those lines. Yeah, obviously that's my cat, which I guess is his cat, Spooky. I think lived to be like 20 plus years old. I will tell you.
I hate
on Pure Energy. Another drawing.
being Christian. No.
Going to like it, man. Oh, I was listening to a Man of War tape. My buddy Mark Sasso gave me.